As at 5 a.m. this morning, the military base in Bunigari, Yobe State got attacked by the ISWAP. And on my screen, you can see the statement they released, claiming the attack because it was victorious on their path. At this stage, the Nigerian military seems to be overpowered by these external forces who are the ISWAP. Their agenda is simple, as their name implies, Islamic State of the Western African Province. They have a direct affiliation with ISIS, Al Qaeda. These are Islamic terrorist groups that are all along financed by the Iranian regime. And my question is clear and simple. If we know that the people of Yobe are being terrorized, then why should the vice president, why should the past president, and why should we have a picture of the past president Buhari going to Iran, affiliating with these countries that have a very notorious history of financing terrorism group? Also, another question is, why should Nigerian soldiers risk their life to suffer this heavy loss and heavy defeat, and for the Nigerian government to go ahead and rehabilitate these forms of bandits or these forms of terrorists? My argument this morning is clear. What is the aim and objective of Nigerian government with the Nigerian army? It is very unfortunate for Nigerian people who join the Nigerian army to go into the battleground, face this very brutal terrorist. In so many cases, they don't go into that battle without living with a scar. Sometimes they even lose their life. But what we hear is the Nigerian government will be rehabilitating the terrorists. What is the agenda? If care is not taken to get to a point that even those that are joining the military in the large numbers from the north might stop. Because as it stands now, we are told that people from the south are largely not joining the Nigerian army because the objective and the aim of the Nigerian army doesn't seem to represent anti-terrorism agenda, because it is not in any way comprehensive that you send a soldier to the battleground to win a war. Haven't done that, haven't captured some of these oppositions, some of these enemies. What we hear is they are being rehabilitated for a period of 6 to 12 months or thereabout. They say they equip them with skill, and along the line they are being reintegrated back to the society. What that simple process only does is it emboldens more people to go into that level of criminality. Because what it means is that as a criminal, but in this instance as a terrorist, if I am captured, even while in that scene of battle, of me committing my terror, I have chances of being reintegrated back into the society. All I need to do is pretend to have been a changed man. All I need to do when I am being caught in the act is probably at that moment I lay down my hands, I confess that I am a changed person. They send me to the rehabilitation camp over a period of 1 year, or let's say maximum 18 months. Then I am asked to go back. As you can see on my screen, since 2010, since we started having these issues of bandits, Boko Harams, over 300,000 terrorists have been rehabilitated. And this is why I bring forth this argument. What is the aim? What is the agenda? What is the goal of the Nigerian army against these insurgents? The last time the governor of Borno came out, said that we have a situation whereby the bandits are resurfacing. we have a situation whereby these terrorists are returning back to Borno. This happened in Yobe some hours ago. It just happened overnight. You can see the level of destruction they have there on my screen. And this is why I beg to ask the question: why should a common Igbo man, why should I train my child, ask my son and daughters to join the Nigerian army? If my child, whom I spend so much money upon, but because I want to say I am a patriotic citizen, and I ask he or she join the Nigerian military, even if it's just for a period of 3 years, how would I have that confidence that the Nigerian army has a specific goal to stop Nigerian terrorists? The outcome or the actions that are usually taken when terrorists are being captured doesn't send a clear signal that the Nigerian army really wants to stop this level of insecurity. You don't capture people who are terrorists and then you rehabilitate them. I am beginning to repeat myself because it is troubling my mind. It is really troubling my mind. What is going on? Why are the Nigerian army, the Nigerian Air Force, why are they lacking intelligence? It is clear there has been a total infiltration into the system. When you take a look, when you take your time to look at who are these people that comprises these terror groups? Who are they? What language do they speak? Where are they from? When you take your time, these people are not Yorubas. These people are not Igbos. These people are not Ijos. I guess you know who they are. I'm not going to say anything, but you know who they are just as I do know who they are. So the question is, could it be the Nigerian military has a sentiment for these people? Is that why they have never decided to carpet bomb all these areas where these terrorists camp? Immediately after this very brutal attack that they meted on our Nigerian soldiers, officers, because over many soldiers are currently unalived right now. I feel so sad for the families. I don't know what's going to happen to the wife and children of those soldiers that were just unalive in a very brutal way by this ISWAP terrorists. I really don't know. But one thing is clear. Could it be that the Nigerian army or the Nigerian commandos, why they are not ready to carpet bomb the zones and regions of where these terrorists camp, where they gather their data and launch or prepare themselves for attack? Why is it that the Nigerian Air Force find it so difficult to launch an air bombing on them? Why? The last time we had such scenario was when Jonathan had Yederika. Because Yederika, what they needed was to source for satellite imageries of these elements, these evil perpetrators. When they get the images of where they are, they deploy missiles, they deploy drones, they also deploy jets to go there and bomb every moving element. I mean, this is not rocket science. How can some group of boys hold the whole Nigerian government into ransom. And we cannot see the Nigerian government bring out its own federal might to fight these boys. What is the sentiment? What is this complicity about? You know what hurts me the most are the innocent Nigerian soldiers who go into this battle for the love of country. But it seems the country keeps betraying them. Oh yes, the last time I made a video, one B0KO was told, cease fire, cease fire. While the bandits or the terrorists were shooting at him, right? B0KO was told by his commander, cease fire, don't shoot. Why would a commander be telling his troop to stop shooting? At that point, shouldn't the instruction be anything moving should be brought down? Like anything moving that is not on our side should be cleared, wiped out. Like no mercy. Why are the commanders, whether the senior commanders, whether the mid-senior commanders, why are they being merciful to terrorists? That is my question. Why is Nigerian government merciful to bandits? Why is Nigerian government spending money, our resources, to rehabilitate over 300,000 terrorists? What is the agenda of the Nigerian army? What is the goal of the Nigerian Republic with these bandits, these terrorists? Don't forget I said, why should we be seeing the former president frolicking with the leader of a nation that has been notoriously known for sponsoring all these terrorist groups across the world? Iran. Why should we see Buhari? Why should we see northern youth praying for Iran who sponsors Hamas? Why should northern youth keep praying for Iran that has been known to be affiliated with ISIS? Is it all about Islamization agenda? Because I'm trying to understand.